Travis Hunter dad speaks out after you guys seen Travis Hunter has officially gotten married to his longtime girlfriend. And the internet have different opinions and reactions.
Bro, look at this dude's face, bro. Why he open his mouth like that all the time, bro? Why his mouth open like that all the time? Is that braces or something, gang?
Pertaining this, me personally, as long as the brother continue to have a smile on his face like he have right here, as he continue to be happy, forget what the world think. They have been great with silencing the world, whether you like it or dislike it. This brother has officially lived out his dream of making it to the NFL. He has his family surrounded with him. He has the girlfriend of his dream. His father is there, and you guys can see now he is officially married. And I don't know what you guys think in the comment section at the end of the video, but we'll get into what his dad had to say as pertaining to the situation. Hit the like button for me right now. If you guys haven't already subscribed, go turn that post notification bell on to all. We're going to jump into it now. This is Travis Hunter. This is his dance with now his wife. As you guys seen their journey from Jackson State. You guys seen a lot of the backlash they received on the internet, even when they was at Colorado. And at the end of the day, this is just typical relationship type of things, whether it's good or bad. They always seem to be happy for one another. And at the end of the day, I don't understand why the world want to see love fail so bad and think about the man's pockets or whatever the case may be. But no matter what you guys think, he decided to marry. His father was there, and there was a situation where his father had to get approval in order for him to make it to his son's marriage. And at the end of the day, like I said, it was granted for him. And I'm glad Travis Hunter got a chance to have his father and mother and now wife had that special moment with those guys amongst many other people. And this is some of the things they talk about as pertaining to his father in the situation. Now you guys can see his father, Travis Hunter Sr., was approved to attend his son's wedding, but the court argued he cannot use his son to receive a lighter sentence. As you guys know, his father has been dealing with some criminal side of things, and he's looking to try to get his name cleared to be now a free man, not from confinement of any sort. Either way, you guys can see Hunter's father, Travis Hunter Sr., is currently serving 1 year in community control supervision, which confines him to his home unless working or attending a state-approved activity. It said Hunter Sr. lawyer Bradford Cohen sought a lighter sentence and permission to attend his son's wedding, which would take place in Tennessee. Though Hunter Sr. was not granted a lighter sentence, he was granted permission to attend his son's wedding. And at the end of the day, that's true to all that matters pertaining to the situation where his son did get married and his father was able to see it. Let's get into this clip.
You go to your room and watch TV? You can watch it on iPhone. You gotta watch it
your room. Yesterday. Tip 12. Back to the grind, back to Florida. Catch you next time, son. Love you, homie.
So there you guys are right there. Again, you guys can see his father is happy. It look like his mother's happy. His now wife is happy. And it looked like Travis Hunter is now officially a married man. This brother has done everything the right way, in my opinion. His father is definitely present as ever. And hopefully he, finish up his legal situation where he can be everywhere he wants to be with his son without having to ask for permission, things along those lines. So that's a like button for me right now if you guys love it. Get in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think about Travis Hunter, now wife, and Leanna. And like I said before, again, kudos to his father for being able to be at the big moments like his draft day as well as his wedding day. Get in the comment section below. Thank you so much.
I want to know, what was y'all's initial thoughts?
Ooh, you really want to know my original
thoughts? Yes, I want to know.
You shot her. I'm just being honest. You know what I mean?
I appreciate your honesty.
Those answers sound different.
It's a lot of people that feel that way, I guess.
Big shout out to the podcast, the Danza Project. Haven't actually commentated over some of their content in a little while now. It's good to see them boys over there continuing to cook. I'll leave a link to this video down in the description box down below. Guys, make sure to go check out their content. Fantastic content over there. Tell them MTR sent you. Nevertheless, they recently had on Whack 100, and it was a very interesting conversation specific to the Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion conversation, okay? In it, Whack was speaking from the perspective of that he knows Tory Lanez is innocent, and he said some very interesting things that I think is appropriate for further dissection, all right? Let's get into it.
Now, Tory Lanez just got stabbed up 14 times.
My brother.
Tory Lanez is another one of them people when I was coming up. Like, that was one of them.
No, that's
the
my
music
brother,
was.
man. I talk to Tory every week.
We have the only interview with Kelsey. We sat down with her. We spoke to her. She asked me a question in that interview. She said, "Let me ask y'all a question and flip it on y'all real quick.
It's like
Who do you
45
think
minutes.
shot her?"
And what did you
And
say?
I was like, damn, like, I was like, don't ask me because I'm the honest one. Like, I don't know.
Who did you
you think shot her?
I said, you?
And what she say?
And she was like, you're entitled to your opinion. I was like, but like based off this conversation, maybe I'm wrong, but...
See, what Tory...
I want to see that interview.
But before we get into that, I want to know, what was y'all's initial thoughts?
Well, do you really want to know my original
Yes,
thoughts?
I want to know. I don't care if it's, I want to know what y'all thought about me.
So I'm just gonna be honest because I'm an honest person. Just so you know that I was a Tory Lanez fan, huge Tory. I am a huge Tory Lanez fan. Love his music. So I found a scapegoat. I used you as a scapegoat. I was like, she definitely fucking let it off and shot her. I'm just being honest. You know what I mean?
I appreciate your
Those
honesty.
answers sound different.
You know, it's a lot of people that feel that way, I guess, but not that's.
It was the easiest route for me.
Yeah.
And like, let's be honest, for me it was like, I think most of the times when I hear most of these stories, we recently spoke about Nipsey Hussle's passing, I did not believe it.
Yeah.
No matter what, it was just like, nah, he's still alive, or the story's fake, it wasn't really Nipsey, or something else had to happen. And then the conspiracy thing, oh, it was because he was talking about Dr. Sebi. Like, we don't want to believe that somebody that we are a fan of is going out this way. You wanna hope for a narrative. Somehow it's spun. I had no idea who you were.
Right.
Now, outside of the courtroom, this is the only time that I've seen her been interviewed in regards to what it is that happened. So again, kudos to them for getting this interview. I don't know if the brother was going easy on her because, you know, she granted him the interview, but damn, I would have started asking all types of interrogating questions, such as, why do you need immunity if you did nothing wrong, Kelsey? All right, but I come just a little bit of slack because at this point, there wasn't the sworn testimony from her security guard letting the cat out the bag. Anyway, let's get back into the original content.
What went wrong, we didn't go wrong, is when he made that jail call and he told Kelsey that I'm sorry for everything that happened. He wasn't talking about the shoot. He talking about that I've been obsessed on y'all. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't talking about the shooting. If you paid attention, the stylist said, I packed that gun in their bag several times, right? You know, I've been telling y'all for like 6 months to a year, Tory coming back, DNA ain't his. I've been telling y'all that. People think I'm capping. You know, it's another tape out there too, but you know, the parents of the child didn't clear. But now you got the driver, security guard coming to the table saying, I witnessed her fire 3 shots. Tory jumped out, knocked the gun out of her hand, the gun went off again. But it's 2 DNA tests that says 100% not Tory Lanez, that they never submitted to the defense attorney during the trial.
And let me also comment on this, right? There's been cases that have been overturned and people found guilty of things, or they were given proof of something based off of a DNA swab that they did 30 years after the crime occurred. If they can find DNA on gun 30 years after a damn crime occurred, or DNA on a knife or something like that, and you're telling me that there was a 0.01% chance that his DNA was on the firearm and he's still behind bars right now, to me is absolutely absurd. But let's keep going.
His confidence through it said a lot to me. Like, he wasn't just regular confident. He's like, I think, I could share my opinion, right? I'm an outsider. I always thought that Tory didn't want the label snitch. And he also knew that he did wrong in the fact of her and I her too. So I ain't trying to do it. I'll be cleared because my shit ain't on that gun.
What's wrong with that?
And he was like, let's see what happens.
That's it.
And he got caught.
Yeah, he was like, when the law does its thing, they gonna see it wasn't me. But they railroaded him. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they tell Tory that he don't like women.
And all that.
Yeah, he saved a woman's life, Megan, being killed. And then he stopped a mother from going to jail, Kelsey, right? But talking to Tory when he was in there, he said, whack, everything happened for a reason. I'm a Canadian dude in a penitentiary in California, but yet I've been able to help dozens of men get back to court on appeals on cases they've been railroaded. He said, I think I'm the sacrificial lamb. I was the one needed to come back to this place to help these people who probably need to be free more than me. Said, although I'm locked up, I still make millions of dollars. I'm still cool. My kids are still taken care of, but some of these men in their family won't be good unless they're there. So he figured, like, maybe I was placed here. I know I'm gonna get out before the 10, but maybe I was placed here to help some people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Good
got
way to
some
look at it.
friends that know I'm a huge Tory Lanez fan, and they're not Tory Lanez fans, and they hit me with the, you know, if people really put Tory in there, he got stabbed up 14 times. His people would have looked out for him. They don't care about him. If it was some beef, they got it cleared, and his people set him up.
No. That shit came from up higher up. That wasn't no prison shit. That wasn't no yard shit. That wasn't none of that.
Who was that from?
His appeal was already in. Friday, the defense attorney turns in the statement of the dude identifying Kelsey as a shooter. And Monday, he get hit by a dropout.
Crazy.
Let me tell you something. That's a level 3 penitentiary. You have a gun tower. You got 2 correctional officers on the floor. When each wing is unlocked, in order to hit that dude 14 times, it should have been 2 or 3 people on him. It was 1 person on him. The gun tower never shot. There was no correctional officers on the floor. Nobody was there all of a sudden. You right? So I'm listening to Tory dad talking. I believe Tory's covered because most people, he got his lungs punctured. There's a tape that will be coming out. I had somebody watch the tape that's in there that gave me a description of what they was watching. Another correctional officer, I got a homeboy that worked in one institution, called one of his partners that watched the tape.
The tape came
Dude
out.
grabbed Tory's hoodie and started hitting him. Only thing saved Tory's life is he slid out the hoodie. Grab your hoodie.
Quick thinking.
And when he slid out of it, he started running. The dude was chasing, hitting him. And by that time, correctional officers showed up. Think about it. So where was they all? Where was the COs at when it kicked off? Where was everybody at? You know what I mean? So, you know, he survived it. I don't believe they'll send him back to the penitentiary.
Okay.
I believe if done right, they'll release him probably with an ankle monitor to fight his appeal. Going back to LA County is a threat. You know what I mean? Because if that DA, that case is overturned, Tory's case then becomes case law, case study. And everybody that DA's convicted could come down on appeal. Now we talking about $1 billion lawsuit.
Essentially what he's saying is that he believes that the DA had something to do with Tory because of what's at play here. If it gets overturned on appeal, it could become case law. And if you worked on that team, you don't want those type of eyes. Case law, they're going to use you as an example of perhaps corruption, right? Or even not even that. Maybe as an example of incompetence. But the thing that Wack is pointing out is essentially just too many coincidences. So he was up for appeal and then got poked up that very next week. That don't make no damn sense. It could be that there's other forces at play here. I just hope, and as I say this, I know that this won't happen, call it a pipe dream, that the people responsible for putting him away for that amount of time get their just due. It received to them the same things that happened to Tory while in prison. Shout out to Megan, the lying male horse. Let's go.
Yeah, that's worth getting rid of somebody. We are in America. Underestimate nothing.
Do you think that there's going to be some retaliation inside of that prison?
Definitely. That's just how they go. The dude that did it, when he gets to the SHU program, they're going to take his life because he didn't complete the task. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying?
So, like, with all that is going on inside of that prison, obviously for Tory Lanez, do you feel like he'll be received well when he comes home? Like, do you think
what?
Oh, yeah.
He ain't never have to rap again if you don't want to.
Yeah.
He got a movie, he got a series, his music, he got a movement. Tory Lanez been already setting up companies while he's been there.
Wow.
You know,
still working.
Meg gonna have to pay him. Everybody gonna have to pay him.
You think Meg would ever get to a place where she could apologize to him for all this shit that happened?
Oh, hell no.
Or you think that the labels are intervening?
Well, Rock Nation takes a hit. They only guilty of supporting their client. Yeah, that's a fact that I think Meg will get to a point where she'll issue an apology. I'm gonna be real. I don't think Meg even knows what happened that night.
Yeah, same. I don't think so.
She was at a level of intoxication that she blacked out.
She has no idea.
She thinks this is what happened.
Yeah, I don't think she really knows. You know what I'm saying? So we seen her lie. She lied on Gail's show. You know what I'm saying?
She's a liar.
And I believe she's gonna break down, cry, and issue an apology.
I don't think
But
so.
that ain't gonna stop Tori from owning her catalog and everything.
Right.
She's
Yeah,
got.
it's
Get her.
5-7 years from now.
Yeah,
When
you
everything
know.
kind of cools down, she gonna do a sit down 60
Unfortunately,
minutes.
the hate Tori got
Never.
for what they thought he allegedly did, she won't get half that hate for railroading
That's
that
a
man
great
for
point.
saying he did something he didn't do. That's the world.